Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be building two small keepsake boxes for our daughters, Gemma and Lana. So I'm going to be building two separate ones. I want to make sure that they know the difference between their two boxes. So I'm making one out of cedar and then the other one I'm going to be making out of poplar. I'm going to start with a 1x6 of poplar and a 1x6 of cedar, and I'll cut those down to the sizes I need. Both of these boxes are going to be the exact same dimensions, so I'm going to be cutting two boards at 6.5 and then two boards at 14 inches. I'm going to take it over to my joiner real quick. One side of the cedar boards has a little bit of a rough cut edge on it, so I'll be smoothing that down with my joiner. Now you can see I have all the sides done. All I need to do now is cut the wood for the top of the box as well as the bottom. So for the top board and bottom board, I'm going to be using a board thickness of 3/16 of an inch, and I'm going to be notching with a blade on my table saw the side boards so that this board will set right down inside. So I'm going to be setting this down in about 3/16 to 1/4 of an inch into this board. And then the top and bottom plate can slide right into place in here when I assemble the box. Alright, you can see there, I've got the box. I'm going to glue this all together. Now once this is dried, I'm going to take it over to my table saw and set the width at 2 inches and just trim off 2 inches off of the top of this box, and that will give me the top piece of the box to close down on top of the bottom. And this way it's really easy to make it all line up and match exactly, as well as the wood grains and the knots. They'll look exactly the same and match up with the lid and the box. It looks really nice this way. So I'm going to let this dry and then go over to my table saw and trim it down. Now I've got both boxes assembled. Next step I'm going to do is cut notches in the corner to put a decorative piece of wood in there, but it also helps hold the corners together. It makes it a little bit stronger as well. So I'm going to send these through a jig I have on my table saw and cut one notch on the top lid of the box and then 2 notches on each corner for the bottom. Now I'm going to cut a few strips of wood to go in these notches I just cut for the corners. So I'm going to be rotating the wood, so on my poplar box I'm going to be filling those notches with cedar, and on my cedar box I'm going to be filling those notches with poplar. So it'll make them stand out a little bit and look really nice. Next, I'll do a quick sand on all of this to smooth out the edges and the corners on this, as well as smooth out the wood pieces that I just put in on the corners. And you can see the different types of wood there. It looks really nice once you sand that down and makes it stand out a little bit more. Don't forget to help me out and hit the like button down below on this video if you've enjoyed it so far. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload a new video each week. And if you don't want to miss out on what I'm uploading, hit that subscribe button and you'll also get notifications when I upload new videos. Now both of the boxes are sanded down. I'm going to put a stain over top of both of these. I'm not going to be staining the inside of the box, just the outside and the inside lip. I want to leave the inside just the bare wood. But I didn't like how this cedar soaked up so much stain, so I actually came back, sanded it down, and put a lighter stain on it. For this poplar, I used just a very light stain. I wanted to keep the wood pretty bright, and you can see the difference of the wood on the corner. It looks really nice. I love how that cedar darkened right up and looks a lot different from the light poplar that's there. Now I let the stain sit for about 10 to 20 minutes and let it soak in and dry into the wood, and I'm going to come back with a coat of polyacrylic and seal this. Now again, I'm not going to be sealing the inside of the box. I want that to just be the raw wood, but on the outside I'm going to end up putting 2 coats of polyacrylic on this and then sanding it in between the 2 coats. That way it takes off any rough splinters or rough patches on the wood and really smooths it out well for the second coat to go over top. Now the clear coat has completely dried now. I'm ready to put the hardware on this. I'm going to be using 2 hinges on the back to mount the lid onto the box, and I'm going to be notching down into the box a little bit so that the hinge will set down inside. That way there's going to be no gap in between the lid and the box on the back side, and this way the hinge is also a little bit hidden on the back side as well. Now on the front, to keep this shut, I'm going to put a latch on it, and it's also got the possibility to put a lock on it eventually if they want to through this latch. But this latch is in the shape of a butterfly. I'm going to put half of it on the bottom, and then the other half goes right on top of the box to keep the lid shut. Now I want to try to hold the lid as tight as I can shut. That way, once you put the latch on, it's holding it really snug and it doesn't fall loose.
the kitchen places I did.
Okay. All right. Is that it?
And then don't close and stop.
Okay, don't close it. Oh, you're gonna close it?
Yes.
Push that on. Yep. We let Gemma have a choice on which one she liked best because Lana obviously doesn't have an opinion yet, but Gemma picked this darker one. She likes the cedar box. So she's gonna get that one. We filled it up with all her special treasures that she loves, as well as all her baby clothes from her first outfit in the hospital and her first baby blanket from the hospital and things like that that are special we want to keep for her when she gets older. Alright guys, that just about finishes up the video for today. I hope you enjoyed this one. This is a great way to make a couple small wooden chests or keepsake boxes for your kids. And I love that they are both the same, just different types of wood. That way they can keep these and maybe even pass them along to their kids when they have some. Alright guys, don't forget to hit that like button down below, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Helps me out a ton. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next one.